this, whatever it is, because it is God who chooses. It is God who is the author of it all. And God chooses those who seem foolish, weak, base, and despised. To keep us from boasting, Paul reminds the Corinthians, and he reminds us in verse 30 the following, that God did it. But by His doing, you are in Christ Jesus, who became to us wisdom from God. You see, that's where the true wisdom is found, in Jesus, in righteousness and sanctification and redemption. Paul puts an exclamation mark here, an exclamation point, bam, on the idea that God saved us, not ourselves. And he's saying to the Corinthians, how dare you go around and say, Apollos, he's the man because he baptized me. Or Paul, he's the man, he baptized me. Such an echo of Ephesians 2, 8, and 9. If you've never memorized Ephesians 2, 8, 9, you got to. For by grace you have been saved through faith. And that is not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not as a result of works. Why? Boy, this sounds familiar. We're talking about it this morning, haven't we? So that no one may boast. By grace. You know what grace is, right? Let's remind ourselves. Grace isn't just giving you forgiveness and saying you get off scot-free. That's only part of it. The other part of it is giving you something you don't even deserve. Namely, blessing upon blessing upon blessing in the heaven and the salvation yet to come. And he says it's not of yourselves. It is a gift. Nobody works for a gift. Can you imagine on Christmas morning getting up, going downstairs, if you have it upstairs. Oh, look at these gifts. Oh, wait a minute. You got to put $1 in the machine right here before you get one. That's not a gift. That's called shopping. Paul ends his thought by describing that Jesus is the true wisdom. But by His doing, you are in Christ Jesus, who became to us wisdom from God. Notice the language, who became to us. You see, before we're Christians, before we put our faith in Christ, wisdom is of the world. We see things, these people should be higher elevated because they've got all of this or all of that. But when we become Christians, you know what? Everything, at least everything ought to change. Our viewpoint and our view of the world should now become that Jesus is the highest of everything. He's the true wisdom.